with News Radio 1020 KDKA.
And at 7:13, we go live to Kansas City. Ed Kovac is the president of the Kansas City Steelers fan club, and he joins us live on KDKA. Ed, you told me off the air you have been waiting for this for so long.
Indeed. We've had this circled on our calendar. We are ready to represent Steeler Nation, and the Steelers can ask for a better opponent after last week.
How obnoxious are you going to be?
We plan things very obnoxious. We actually have fan clubs from Minneapolis, Arkansas, Philadelphia, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We actually have a fan club from Mexico coming up, so we're going to be in full force with terrible towels awaiting.
Wow. Why do you say terrible towel in Spanish, do you know?
I do not know, but I guarantee you by the end of this weekend, I'm sure I'll have a good idea.
Hey, listen, here's the surprising part. Normally, and we talk to fan club members from all over the world, literally in Germany, our troops serving overseas. Most of them have a direct Pittsburgh connection, but you weren't born here. How'd you become a Steelers fan?
I was not born there. Granted, we have about 90 members from our club who are transplants. As far as myself, I have pictures when I was so young, decked out in Steeler gear. The only thing I can think of is my dad always watched football on Sundays, and I just assumed that they must have been on TV a lot because that's when they're, the Steel Curtain making their big run. I just tell people I was born blessed.
You know, the Chiefs haven't exactly had a great year, to say the least. Are tickets going to be plentiful for Steeler fans out there?
I actually went on Ticketmaster last night, and I have found second row club level. There's actually talk it might be blacked out, which would be the first time Kansas City's had a blackout since 1989.
Wow.
So a little surprising, but I'm sure usually the local news crew, they buy up the extra tickets so they can put it on the air. So
and people have to know that Kansas City's fan base in the past, when they were a lot better team, was pretty strong.
Oh, it was. When Marty Schottenheimer was the coach, and they had winning season year after year after year. In the '90s, I think they were one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the AFC. Yeah, that was the hardest ticket you could find in the city.
And Marty Schottenheimer has a lot of Pittsburgh connections.
Right. Well, and so does Bill Cowher, because he was their special teams coach before he went over to Pittsburgh. So, yeah, there's several connections.
So what do you guys do? Will you have any festivities prior to the game? I mean, game day, obviously, you'll be tailgating, but anything before that?
Yeah, we're actually doing a little party tomorrow night where we meet for our fan club. We're having those fan clubs I mentioned are all going to, most of them coming in early. Actually, Bob Dvorak from the Gazette is actually going to be out here. He's going to come by our club tomorrow night and say a few words. Just getting primed up, getting ready for the big day. We're going to be up bright and early. Our club's doing a breakfast buffet, and we have 4 buses with 54 people per bus. Then going to head out to the stadium and do some serious tailgating.
Yeah, have Bob. Ask him to do the terrible dance and then see what happens.
I will. I really look forward to meeting him.
Now, on a typical Sunday, you guys go to a Johnny's Tavern, is it?
That's correct.
And people pay to come in, and they have their spot every week, right, for Steeler games?
Yeah, they do. We actually, we've grown. We average about 125 people per Steeler game, and that increases to almost 200 people in the playoffs, and then anywhere from 250 to 300 people for Super Bowl games. So, we are growing, that's for sure.
Well, I can detect the excitement in Ed's voice. Yeah, no doubt. Have a good time Sunday. I hope it ends big for us and you.
All right, I appreciate it, guys. Here we go, Steelers, baby.
Yeah, give my best to those folks from Indianapolis, man. They are nutso. I met them during the playoffs. That's a crazy group you got coming in.
Hey, well, I will definitely do that. I appreciate your time, guys.
Hasta la vista, baby.
You got it.
Ed Kovac, president of the Kansas City Steelers fan club. They'll be in the house. Look for them on KDKA TV Sunday at 1.
You have an investigative reporter on your side.
Rendell plays to the biggest audience. That's his business. This is my business.